A cheeky little intro for you today on Mending Munich, and we bring you the Europa League first knockout round draw today. And let's see who we're going to get in the next round. There's some big teams in this first round knockout stage. It's only one leg this first and second round, only one leg nowadays. Quarterfinals are two legs. Some big ties here. West Ham, POK. Munich will play Strasbourg. Munich will play Strasbourg at home, which is good. Good to see we get a home leg. And Milan Sporting, another big tie. Leipzig, Lyon as well. And Schalke versus Marseille. So we will play Strasbourg in the first knockout round in February. There's only one thing to say. Roll the titles. So yeah, that is right. We've got Strasbourg in the first knockout round. As I say, only one leg this time round, and the second knockout round is exactly the same. So we'll bring you that in tomorrow's episode. Played a few games since we've come back from the World Cup break. We beat Leicester 1-0 away from home in the Europa League group, and that got us the tie against Strasbourg. We're going to have a really good 1-1 draw against Leipzig away from home, and say that keeps us in contention in the league. And then we beat Magdeburg in the German Cup, 2-0 win. Frangen and Czerny with the goals there. We've got Leverkusen in the quarter-final, and this is how the competitions look. We're fifth in the league. We've got Mainz and Stuttgart today. They're in 11th and 12th, both on 19 points. And yeah, we're only 3 points off the top. Very congested between first and sixth, and then Bayern on 22 points just outside the European places. So yeah, very tight season this year. First knockout round of the Europa League and quarterfinals of the German Cup. World Cup wise in 2022, England go on and win the World Cup in Qatar, and we won it on penalties from Italy. England side looks like this: Pickford in goal, Stones, Oxford and Gomez backline with Trent and Luke Shaw on the wings, Henderson in the DM role, Dyer and Lewis Cook in central midfield, Ali and Kane up top. We've also got Maddison in there. Will Hughes makes the team, so does Declan Rice. Dean Henderson as the third goalkeeper. So we go on and win the World Cup, which is absolutely brilliant. Harry Kane, second golden boot for him. So yeah, good to see England actually finally winning a World Cup. So a little bit of transfer news, and two players out and a player in. Plus, I'm looking to get another one in as well. Lucas Paez goes back to Brazil, and it goes back to Palmeiras. And yeah, he just wasn't cutting it. I thought he would grow a little bit quicker than he did, but he didn't. And actually, towards the start of this season, I put Muller back in goal. So Lucas Paez out for £3 million back to Brazil. And then Leon Klassen, one of our mainstays, one of our youth prospects from the very first season, has gone to Fortuna Dusseldorf for £750,000. And as I said about Lucas Paez, it's the same with Leon Klassen, just diminishing in ability, and yeah, wasn't what we needed for the team. So I'm looking for a new left back at the minute, but I have brought a new goalkeeper in, and it's a man with a name I don't and cannot say. Radislavik. That's the one I'm going with. 4-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, wonder kid of a goalkeeper. Bought him for £750,000 from a Serbian side, and yeah, looks very good, and say he's going to get better. He's only 19 years old, and I've bought Radislavik in for us, and he probably won't start today. I'm going to kind of ease him into the first team fold, but we are looking for a new left back. Hopefully we'll bring you that left back signing later on in today's episode. As I said, Mainz and Stuttgart. This is the team that's going to go up against Mainz. We've got Muller in goal, Strangle, Velasquez, Carter-Vickers and Pereira are the back line. Luka Ilic and McKennie in the middle of midfield. Brewster on the right, Czerny on the left, Hudson-Odoi in behind Frangen, Bellic, Egbo, Ivan Ilic. That's going to get very confusing between the Ilic brothers. Dominic Lenz, Tahavi, Bunk and Abraham on the bench. So we've had a lot of injuries over the kind of pre-season as such, and people are just getting back into full fitness. People like Nixon and Umbula. And let's get into this one. As I said, looking for 3 points and looking to break this cycle against Mainz. Corner though, Hudson-Odoi into the back post. Fangen's there, and he He headers it, but it's headed off the line. We get the ball back out to Hudson-Odoi, but he's offside. But great effort for Frangen at that back post. Vitek going to get the ball into the back post himself, and he hits the bar. Two really good chances for both teams to get the scoring underway, but both hitting the woodwork. Lovely ball over the top to Franken, and he fires wide. He's had a couple of opportunities already in the first 15 minutes. We need to be putting some of these away. Muller gets the game underway to Carter Vickers into Luka Ilic and quickly pays it to Cherney on that left-hand side. He drives inside now. Runners all around him, going all on his way, on his own, but Muller in goal for them, pushes it round for a corner. All Munich in this one for the first 20 minutes. Vitek going to throw the ball into Solomon, into Mesut Özil. Özil back to Solomon, he's coming inside, he goes for goal and he shoots. Manor Solomon puts Mainz 1-0 up, and the curse strikes again. We just don't know what it is about this team. Say there's a couple of teams in this save that we just kind of stump us when it comes to beating them, but Solomon comes in on that from that right hand side and puts it into the far corner. 1-0 Mainz. Brewster with the ball on that right hand side, and he's coming inside again. He's going all the way himself, and Muller pushes it round for a corner to Munich, and good effort for Brewster just after they'd scored. Pereira down the line to Hudson-Odoi, back to Pereira, going to get the ball into the back post. Brewster's there, and Brewster scores 1-1, 10 minutes before half time, and Ria Brewster with his 9th goal of the season, assist for Elias Pereira, throwing it in to Hudson-Odoi here, quickly back to the left back, gets the ball in, deep cross to Brewster, got the jump on Solomon at the back, and it's 1 apiece. Frangen going to chip that ball in into Brewster again, hits the bar and hits Muller on the back, and he claims it on the second attempt, but yeah, it could have gone anywhere after coming off the bar, and we're going to see that through to half time. 1 apiece, a couple of players not playing to their full potential, so hopefully we have a little bit of a team talk here. We've been the better team, go out there and produce a better second half, and then follow that up with you weren't too bad, I believe you can improve, and you've got what it takes. Go out there and produce a better second half. And Cherney on the edge, but Vitek nicks the ball off him, and now they're on a counter attack. Vitek, he's got players to his left, and he goes for a shot himself, but should have been an easy pass to one of his teammates. McKennie now with the ball at his feet, back to Luka Ilic, and we're playing it out from the back. Velasquez back to Strangel, into Velasquez again, and it's going over the top to Frangen. Can he get there before the keeper? No. Florian Muller comes out and claims that really comfortably, and they get the ball underway. Strangel with a header to Brewster. He's on his run again, but that's a poor tackle. The ball's gone straight through to Hans Frangen, and it's through 2-1 to Munich. That's his 4th goal of the season. Since I put him in, he's actually done really, really well. Kept people like Marquez and Tammy Abraham out of the picture at the minute. Brewster driving forward. Good tackle on Brewster. It falls to Frangen, and it's 2-1 to Munich. 9 minutes to go. Frangen with the ball on the right hand side into Brewster. Been really good for us today. Brewster goes for goal, and a good save by Muller. Bunk though, can he get a turn? He can. Goes back to Pereira, and going to be the end of the highlight. Bunk come on for Cherney. Hudson-Odoi off for Tammy Abraham, and just pushed Frangen back as that attacking midfielder. And the minute it's going to see us going second in the league, and final few seconds of the game now. Good effort from this Munich side, and went down 1-0, but we've come back and we've won that game against Mainz. Very, very good win against a team we don't really do that well against. But 2-1 win. We go into second, and now we've got Stuttgart away. Here we go then, away game against Stuttgart. We have brought our left back in. His name is Federico De Marco. £2.9 million on a rotation basis, and actually looking really good. 25-year-old Italian, 2.5-star current ability, but has that growth of 3.5-star ability, which is not too bad on a 2-year deal. So if it doesn't work out, we can sell him and wait for our youngsters to get through. But Federico De Marco is the man that has come in. So this is the team that's going to go up against Stuttgart. Muller in goal, Strangel, Velasquez, Carter Vickers and Pereira at the back. Luka Ilic and McKennie in the middle. Bruce on the right, Cherney on the left. Hudson-Odoi in behind Frangen. Gillian, Egbo, Ivan Ilic, Lenz, Tahavi, Bunk and Abraham all on the bench. Let's hope for 3 more points. Ilic with a corner into the back post. Frangen's there, and Hans Frangen takes 2 minutes to take us off the mark, and it's his 5th goal of the season. Great assist from Luka Ilic. Not a bad buy last season for £250,000. He's come in and scored some good goals, and Frangen there scoring another one, 1-0 to Munich. Frangen picks up that loose ball and trying to find Cherney, but he does find Pereira down that left-hand side, and the cross has been blocked, and Demi is going to get to that, and now they're on the counter-attack. 4 against 4 at the back. Demi into Castro, through to Afalobi, and that's a good save by Muller. Counter-attack was vicious from Stuttgart, very, very quick. 2 minutes into injury, 2 minutes of injury time of the first half, and Hudson-Odoi gets the ball and goes back to Carter Vickers. He's got people on the left-hand side, but we go back to Muller, and we're trying to find Frangen up top again, but he gets that loose header from the defence. Cherney now down this left-hand side. Brewster's at the back post, and Brewster scores a second into injury time in the first half, and it's 2-0 to Munich. 10th goal of the season from I would say from our player, but it feels like it anyway. We've had him on loan every season for a while now. Cherney now down this left hand side, he chips that ball in into the back post. Brewster ghosts in, hammers that ball home. Double figures for him. 2-0 to Munich. Mendel into the middle. Ozcan getting the best of Velasquez, but we block the cross, and Brewster back to Strangle, and he tries to clear it. Cool, falls back to Yakubu, and it's a good save by Muller. 2-0 to Munich, but Frangen has been injured, and we're just going to bring Tammy Abraham on, like for like sub. Yakubu over the top, one-on-one with Muller, and this time he doesn't mistake that and puts that well and truly in the back of the net. Stuttgart get one back. It's just a long ball up from Bender. We don't press him as hard as we probably should have done. Yakubu runs onto that, and Carter Vickers absolutely no chance. Muller no chance. 2-1 now to Munich. And that is it. Full-time whistle's gone. Munich 2, Stuttgart 1. And we come out winners eventually in that one. They came back in the last 15 minutes, but we held on, and we've held on to 3 points. That puts us top of the table going into some very, very tough and tricky games. We've got Werder Bremen at home, Mönchengladbach away, Hertha at home, and then we've also got Bayern, Wolfsburg and Schalke all to come. That's it for this episode. We will be back against Strasbourg in the Europa League and the Munich derby. We go to their place, and hopefully we can keep up our good run of form and go for the top 4, maybe even a surprise title. That's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, when we bring you more Europa League action and a massive game against Bayern, I'll see you soon.